The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Brook is going to unlock Conqueror's Haki because his name is Soul King, and obviously there's king in his epithet, so therefore he will unlock Conqueror's Haki because he himself is a king. And I know a lot of people I'm just fucking around. I know a lot of you guys are like, what the hell are you talking about, Fliz? I'm just fucking with you guys. Relax. Anyways, it's your boy Fly. Grab your snacks. Today we're talking about our favorite musician, Brook. I love Brook. I love his character. I love everything about him ever since we met him back on Thriller Bark. I love his backstory. I love how his powers work, and he's just an awesome character all around. But for years, Brook was scaring me as a character because I felt like he didn't get enough time to shine because he joined the Straw Hats so late and not a lot of spotlight was being shone on him until post time skip happened, and most specifically Whole Cake Island, where Brook's character is starting to shine more and more each time he's shown on screen. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's talk about Brook and his power up and what type of abilities he'll gain after Wano. See, what I love about Brook is that he has gone above and beyond expectations when it comes to Devil Fruit. His Devil Fruit is really plain and simple. It brings him back from the dead once you die, and it only works once. But Brook went above that and has somehow been able to separate his soul from his body and utilize the abilities of the soul and use that in his attacks. And there is a way for Brook to further his Devil Fruit, and that's by awakening. From the way Brook has expanded upon his Devil Fruit abilities, he probably is pretty close to awakening it by exhausting his power. Like I said, we don't know the exact steps and details of awakening your Devil Fruit, but awakening it would be a great power boost for Brook. With the power of music and his Devil Fruit, Brook has a strange effect on people's souls and even affecting a person's mood, even causing illusions with his music. But what exactly would an awakening version of Brook's Revive Fruit even look like? Well, according to Doflamingo's explanation on Awakened Devil Fruit, it not only allows you to affect the user's body, but affect your surrounding area. And well, the Revive Fruit allows you to bring you back from the dead. Well, the awakened version of that would possibly be allowing you to revive other people from the dead. Probably only temporary, as that would cause too much trouble in the story of One Piece, but that's just going based off of Doflamingo's explanation of Awakened Devil Fruit. So if Brook can achieve this feat and awaken his Devil Fruit, he would truly become the Soul King, the King of the Dead, which would allow him to affect and control and manipulate other souls, similar to Big Mom's Devil Fruit. Having an army of dead people by his side, similar to Gekko Moria, which is a parallel to when he was first introduced to the series, when he was introduced in the arc full of zombies and people coming back from the dead. It could be a cute little scene where even in death you are truly never alone. And we've seen how in tune Brook is with his own soul, and you can link soul with Haki. So Brook gaining or unlocking Haki in the near future is highly likely. Now you can unlock more than one Haki. You can unlock both Observation and Armament and use it both effectively, but we know that everyone is better in some aspects than others. Like Zoro is more in tune with Armament Haki, while Sanji's more in tune with Observation, with Luffy being King's Haki. So with Brook in this case, I like him to have Armament Haki. I think it would be very helpful for him in the way he is attacked. He's one of the fastest characters in the stories, and he can attack you before you even notice, as seen when he attacked Big Mom and Zeus on multiple occasions before they even realized what happened. So him gaining Armament Haki would boost his defenses and physical attributes, where he can coat his skeleton with armor. Like, imagine a black skeleton walking around slicing people. That would be so crazy. You can even put on his hair so he doesn't have to worry about it getting chopped off any longer, as we've seen how important his hair is to his character. Brook is also a swordsman himself, so him picking up some sword techniques in Wano will be very helpful for him. We've seen how close of a relationship he has with Kinemon when they first met, so maybe he himself could pick up some moves on how to cut fire or any other element to his liking, similar how Zoro had interest in cutting fire similar to Kinemon, even though we haven't seen much of that ever since Punk Hazard. And although Brook's fighting style is different from everyone else's, where he uses fencing, he could pick up some Wano techniques and maybe even learn Ryo while he's there, or sometime after Wano in a future arc. Although it would be nice for him to learn Ryo, I'm not exactly sure if he actually learned it, because it seems to be that he's leaning more onto his Devil Fruit attributes and combining that with his fighting style. Brook has a very versatile and strange fighting style, where not only does he use his sword, but he also uses his Devil Fruit to fight, as well as his music. And there is another character in Wano that uses their music to fight, and that is Scratchman Apu. While his is more due to his Devil Fruit, Brook could use this as inspiration for his own fighting style, using music to attack people. If the two of them ever encounter each other, which I really really hope they do, because we know that Brook has a history with the Long Arm tribe, and Apu himself is a part of the Long Arm tribe, and they both have a connection being music. So a clash between the two will be greatly appreciated, and I would love to see how a battle between those two musicians would work out. Now in terms of character, there's actually some stuff about Brook that can be expanded upon. When we first met Brook, he claimed to say that he once served a kingdom long ago. We do not know the name of this kingdom. It might not be important later on, or it could be important later on. I just think it's something that Oda could use to expand upon in the near future. And also, Brook and Jinbei are now the only two characters in the Straw Hat crew who we have yet to see their upbringing as children and their past as a child. We have seen how they looked as children in SBS and a color spread, but I would like to see how they grew up and what kind of trial and tribulations led to them being who they are, and what exactly led to Brook becoming a pirate in the first place. And we know that Oda loves to set stuff up way back in the story and likes to come around and bring it back in full circle. So Brook explaining that he used to work as a soldier in a kingdom could come back into the story, because Oda didn't really have to say that. Oda could have just said he's a former pirate, call it as that, but Oda went out of his way to explain that Brook is a former soldier. And I really want to know what led Brook into leaving that position and becoming a pirate. Did something happen where he was betrayed, or did he find out some secrets, or is it simply just he met Yorkie and had interest in becoming pirates and left his position? And due to becoming pirate and being affiliated with a pirate, he can no longer serve the kingdom, as seen with Don Sai when he made affiliations with the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, and thus has plans of cutting his ties with the Kano country. Brook is such an older character, where he first heard of Roger as a fledgling rookie back in his day, and Brook's past is left in most mystery before he met up with the Rumbar Pirates, so there's a lot to explore Brook and his character there. So Brook not only has secret knowledge about the world around him prior to the 50 years before he was lost at sea in the Florian Triangle, Brook can offer some wisdom and some knowledge about the past. I'd also really like for Brook and Zoro to visit Ryuma's grave at the very end of Wano, similar to their scene in Thriller Bark when Zoro was paying respects to his sword when it broke. And maybe Brook learning more of the history and past of Ryuma, because Brook only knows of the corpse of Ryuma and the legend, and it'd be just a great character moment for Brook. Now in terms of bounty, I'm not exactly sure, as I'm not sure with most of the Straw Hats, but a higher bounty, maybe in the 200 million for Brook, would be pretty fitting for his character, I believe. Or it could be higher. Brook is the MVP of Whole Cake Island, and he did fight against Big Mom one-on-one at one point. In fact, Big Mom and Brook are always in some sort of clash every time they meet, and something is always going on where Big Mom wants Brook as some sort of souvenir, while Brook is always chastising Big Mom and claiming that she's a young girl, and it always makes me laugh. I love the interactions between the two, and I really hope that Brook is a part of the downfall of Big Mom, or at least has an integral part to it. What? But that's the video, guys. I really love Brook, like I really do. Well, I love all the Straw Hats. I said that like every video. I love this Straw Hat so much. I love that. But Brook does have a special place in my heart. Put down in the comments what you think of Brook, and also put down your favorite Brook moment in One Piece. That is all. We only have one Straw Hat member to talk about, and that is our newest recruit, the last edition of the Straw Hats so far, and that is the Fishman Jinbei, first son of the sea. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay notified. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Toodles!